Oh yeah, this is what's up. So this is not your typical boost gauge.
Ooh, that's nice. What's up, GT gang? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm Mojo GT, and this is going to be a little short intro. But thank you guys so much for clicking on the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the unboxings. I'm going to do a little intro a little bit farther down, but let's do the unboxings first, and then we'll get to working on the car. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, so this is actually the dual wideband setup from Innovate Motorsports. So I really wanted to make sure that I'm measuring my AFRs, air fuel ratios, which is basically your mixture of air and fuel in your exhaust. So I want to do that as best as I possibly can, and the best way to do that, in my opinion, and my educated opinion at that, is to have one O2 sensor, wideband O2, on each bank of cylinders. So I'm going to run long tubes on each side with mid pipes, then go into an X pipe. So between my long tubes and my X pipe, I'm actually going to have my O2 sensors for my wideband setup. And what's really cool about this is it comes with one gauge, and you wire both of them, both inputs, into the single gauge, so you don't have to have two gauges for both O2 sensors, which is super dope. You definitely pay for it. I think I paid just under $500 for this, but it's super sick. Comes with all the wiring you need, and it comes with bungs, which is awesome. Input cable, and of course your O2 sensors. And the wiring on these is super nice. The tubing they put over it's super cool. These are really expensive, so I'm going to put them back in the box, open the next one. So this next one is from Jegs. I always get a bunch of crap from Jegs. Really good website. Okay, so the next box, oh yeah, this is what's up. Okay, so this is my Aeromotive fuel pressure gauge, and this actually utilizes 1/8 inch NPT threads, so I can thread this right into the front of my fuel pressure regulator. It makes it super nice to be able to be in the engine bay, and you can see what your fuel pressure is at all times, and you can set your fuel pressure right on your regulator while you watch your gauge. I really like Aeromotive products. It's a really nice gauge. It looks super nice. It's oil filled, and Aeromotive just looks cool. So I'm running their fuel filter, so we'll see how it does. Next thing we have is our boost gauge. So this is not your typical boost gauge. AEM, of course. I really wanted to run AM everything, but they don't have a dual wideband O2 gauge, so I couldn't run them with that. So AEM, if you're watching this, make it and then send it to me, and I will swap it out without even hesitation. But that being said, it's black. It looks just like my trans temp gauge. So we'll flip this over. I'm going to show you what's super cool about this one. So why I got this gauge is it has this. This is your boost sensor. So this has 1/8 inch NPT threads that thread right into my vacuum manifold, and I can run wiring from my manifold straight into my cabin, so I don't actually have any vacuum lines running into my cabin, which is super nice. So that's it for that one. Let's go see what else is in the box. All right, so we have right here, I already know what this is. This is my transmission cooler. So this is going to have -6 female fittings, as you can see, so I'll be able to run my AN line right to this, no problem. I just have to figure out how I'm going to mount it. It's going to sit in front of my radiator, of course. That's why I didn't opt with one with a fan, because you're going to be pulling air through your radiator fans, and as you drive, air is going to go through it. So it does have these kind of zip mounts. I'm not sure how they work. Can't be too hard. But yeah, there's that. Let's go to the next box. So our next box is a triple gauge A-pillar for the Charger. We're going to go ahead and open it up and show you what it looks like. So this is super sick. It's going to sit just like this in the engine bay, or not in the engine bay, the cabin, my bad. And of course you're going to have your gauges here. It's going to be nice. It's beige. I didn't see one for gray, and I have gray interior, or at least that's kind of where my headliner is. We'll see what it looks like in the car. It might not even look too bad, but yeah, I'm super stoked about this. Definitely needed to have this in order to put my gauges in, so that's super sick. I'm super excited for it. So let's go ahead and clean all this crap up, get ready, and we might even be able to install some stuff today. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, we got some more parts. I'm kind of throwing this video into compilation, so check this out. We have what I appear and think is, actually I know it is, Milo, no, you gotta wait. Milo, you gotta wait. You gotta wait. This is my water methanol injection kit from AEM. So my dog is literally drooling to open this up. I've had it for a few days. He's been pretty anxious, so go ahead and get it, Milo. So here it is, guys. Part number 3300 from AEM. So we open it up. This is what we are greeted with, the AEM water injection system. Super excited to see what's in the box. Okay, so I believe this is, yep, this is the pump made in the USA. Look at that. That's what's up. That's awesome. Super nice. Very heavy, actually. So in this other box, we have a little bit of wiring. We have the injector. Nice and discreet. I like that. It's got some AEM branding on it. Hardware, which is not going to be on my car. This is all zinc coated. No offense, AEM, but I'm running stainless bolts. We have split loom, some rubber hose, and I don't know what's in this. Looks like some connectors, maybe, if it's... Oh, it's the controller. Yep. Basically anything that has pink bubble wrap is like static protected. So I can tell you right now that's the controller. Let's open it up. Oh, that's nice. So we have start PSI, pull PSI. It looks like we have a vacuum line that needs to go here. So might end up having to figure out how I'm going to run that still. That makes sense why it needs vacuum, aka boost. It knows when it's on, when you're doing a pull, so it'll inject more water methanol. It's got a fuse built into the side, and obviously your female plug right here for your male connector. What's up, GT gang? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm Mojo GT, and today we are working on Martha, the 426 Hemi with a Procharger, and my 2006 Dodge Charger SRT8. And this thing is going to be insane. Okay, so a little bit of an update. I don't remember where I left off. I kind of just shoot videos, and then a week goes by, and then I shoot more videos. So where we're at right now, all the intercooler piping, everything is kind of mocked up where it's gonna be. Nothing is tightened down by any means. As you can see, I have the intercooler kind of leaning towards the front of the car. It's kind of like that. So what I have to do, and why it's doing that, is because my power steering cooler that I installed actually hits the bottom of the intercooler. So what I'm gonna have to do is cut these. I bought some new zip clips, and I'm gonna move this down as far as I possibly can. I'll probably just make it level with the bottom of the radiator, honestly. And then from there, that is when we can start actually tightening down the intercooler. And I do have a pretty cool idea for power steering cooler, since obviously I couldn't run my factory one because it sat right here. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. I'm going to take all of the intercooler piping off, take off the crash bar, and then we're going to remove the power steering cooler, move it down, and put everything back on, and hopefully button some stuff up for the last time. So I got everything apart, moved the trans cooler down, and even with it flush with the bottom of the radiator, it still kind of hits here. So what I did is I'm just going to have it at that angle. But I can't button this up because I don't have 3/8 inch washers. So I'm going to go to Ace Hardware tomorrow morning, grab those. I cut the horns, as you can see, the brackets. Usually have this tab on there. I cut them both off so that I can install those tomorrow. Something that I really am excited to do is this power steering cooler that was from factory, which is right here, I can't actually run because it's in the way of everything. Intercooler piping, it just can't, I can't go there. So since I relocated my trans cooler to over here, I'm going to use this as the power steering cooler. So what I did was I took these trans lines, cut them, used a brake flaring tool, and I'm left with this. So I'm going to put it's got like a little bit of a lip. That way when I put a hose over this and a hose clamp, it can't just slide off at high pressure. So I'm super excited about that. They'll both be here. I'll run the power steering fluid, of course, through that. This is for the return, and then this is for the feed being here. What I'm going to do is just run a 90-degree fitting here. Run all the way across, zip tie it, maybe to this, and run it straight up. It's going to be pretty simple. I'm pretty excited. So that being said, I can't really do much else tonight because in order to button up the intercooler piping, I have to have the intercooler mounted in one location forever. So I can't do that. So I'm just going to push this thing back in. We might even get to installing this AM water methanol kit tonight. Or not tonight, tomorrow night. And we'll just kind of see where it gets, guys. I want to button up the intercooler piping tomorrow, put the crash bar back on, and then possibly work on the water methanol kit. That way the engine bay will be buttoned up. We can put the front bumper back on with the headlights. Or I need a lot of attention inside the cabin and get some wiring done. So we'll see what it looks like. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Stay tuned for the next one where we're going to be installing the AM water methanol kit. I go through pretty extensively how to install that and the positives, pros to actually running that kit. I just wanted to add one more thing. I'm giving away a $500 JEGS gift card to a lucky subscriber, could be you, and the only way to enter is to spend $20 or more on my website, shopmojogt.com. That's going to be down below. Every $20 you spend gets you one entry to win this $500 JEGS gift card. And the drawing ends when I get either 5,000 subscribers on YouTube, I'm just over 3,000, or 90,000 followers on TikTok. So either or. I'm at about 86,000. So that being said, stay tuned for the next one, guys. I'm going to be editing these quite a bit. I'm going to start taking my laptop to work and start editing more frequently. See you later, guys. Peace.